Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday afternoon. I have an exam this coming Monday, and I'm pretty stressed out. The thing is, I like to go outdoors and I like hiking, and if I don't go hiking every now and then, I start to get all wonky. And I think especially because this year I moved closer into the city, I have just been surrounded by noise, just like lots of sounds. I live off like one of the main roads, so I'm always surrounded by traffic noise, and I haven't had a chance to go outdoors in a while. And so I decided to bring all of my studying materials, my laptop and my iPad, and a couple of sweaters because it's fall now. I don't know if you can see it, but the leaves are falling. It's a little green still, but I can see some of the autumn leaves falling on this lovely path that we're driving in. This is really nice. And I decided to bring all of my study materials so I can go set up my hammock and just like study, but be outside where it's quiet, where I'm in nature, get some fresh air. Yeah, that's why I'm out here. All right, see you guys out there. Okay, the final test is to see if it will stay up when I sit down. So, whoa. Ooh. All right, not bad. All right, let's get my notes. I hope these aren't poisonous. Oh well. So now we're learning B&B, which is brain and behavior. So that means we're learning about the brain, which kind of falls into the field of neurology, and I think we're gonna have a couple of neurosurgery lectures, and that also falls into the psychiatry lectures. Right now we're learning the basics of the brain, so really focusing on anatomy. So that means, so for right now, oh my God, this is a helicopter. So right now I'm learning about brain, and right now I am studying the brainstem, and I'm gonna try to learn the anatomy of the brainstem. It's very complicated. It's very complicated, but apparently you can break it down into very simple things. For example, you know that this is a slice of the spinal medullary junction of the caudal end of the brainstem if it resembles sort of this crab on top of a rock. So yeah, I'm going to review the lectures for the brainstem today. I think that's going to be my goal for what I'm going to do while I'm at the park. They have different lectures for the different levels of the brainstem, and they divided it into the sections of the brainstem, which include the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla. And there's different slices or different levels of each of those components. So I'm gonna go through the lectures and learn what exists, learn the anatomy of each of those. And then they gave us blank versions of the slides so we could fill in the blank and try to figure out, they'll draw like a part of the they'll draw a part of the brainstem, and then we have to like fill in the blank, and it's a way for us to practice. And also I've got some flashcards, so I'm going to practice with the flashcards as well. So yeah, let's get to it. Now when I hammock, I try not to be directly under things, and this time I forgot to check, and I'm directly under a branch, which leaves me a risk of falling bugs or bird poop or just things that fall off from branches. Like, I don't know if you guys can see right here, but there's like a dangling piece of twig with some spider webs on it, and I do not want that to fall on me. That would suck. Also, are those vultures? Do we have vultures in DC? I don't know, man. I hope not. I ended up taking a quick nap. I got too cozy. The sun's starting to set. Figure I might have another hour of sunlight before it gets too dark. Trigeminal? I think that's it. Yeah, looks about right. Oh, I just have to remember that this is the ICP area. Alright, the sun is starting to set and it's starting to get dark. I unfortunately did not get to do as much as I wanted to do, but I think I have a much better understanding of the medulla, which is the bottom of the brainstem. The brainstem, again, is split into three parts: the midbrain, the pons, and the brain. The brainstem. The brainstem is split into three parts: the midbrain, the pons, and the brainstem. No, I keep saying that now. The brainstem is split into three parts: the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla, which is the bottom portion of the brainstem. And it's super complicated, and yeah, I think I have it down. Hopefully, I think I'll spend the rest of the evening studying the midbrain and the pons, but it's getting too dark for me to study here, so I'm gonna pack up and head out. Thanks again for hanging out with this medical student while he's studying in the woods instead of at the library like a boring person. Chances are you're gonna find me at the library tomorrow though. So yeah, I really just did this because I think it's important to get out of the house every now and then, see some nature, get some fresh air, do anything to maintain your mental health. I was talking to some people this weekend about how important it is for your mental health, because in order to keep doing the same thing every day and to not get burnt out, you really need to focus on yourself and making sure that you're okay, like mentally, in addition to being physically okay. A couple of days ago, I was really stressed about the medulla because it seemed like this really scary, complex structure in the body, but today, after letting it marinate, oh god, the spider. After letting it marinate in my notes for a few days and coming back to it and studying and being able to feel refreshed and being able to go outdoors, I think that really helped me out. So hopefully I can keep doing things like this. Last year, I mentioned in my other vlogs that I was really stressed out last year. One of the reasons was because I wasn't going outdoors as often and getting the fresh air that I like, and this year I'm making a conscious effort to do more of that. So hopefully you guys see more of that soon. Signing off, this is Tony Chang, MS2 now.